right side for Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And in order to improve their ranking and play the kind of game that they want, they've got to continue to make plays like the one we just saw there. Because if you stop these teams a few times along the way, maybe some frustration kicks in. And all of a sudden, not only does your ranking improve, but your game performance does as well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Room here to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, Nix. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Now he's free at the 35. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to... Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 6. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw here. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. In motion goes the tight end. On the handoff, Abanikanda. A beautiful fake. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Right there.
And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Broncos nothing.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a fourth down coming up.
On the set. 18, Rattler, go! Riggs! Seven Pirate! Trap 60! Buffalo 18!
They'll look to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Mahomes now to throw. Able to find Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second down and 4. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught by Wilson. Chiefs touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but... And that's caught inside the 35! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completed out left to Doubs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. The give now to Abanikanda. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Israel Abanikanda in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the try here for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Abanikanda on first and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
That's what happened.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Still just the third
About to
quarter.
buy it.
They've got to make something happen. I think they know that. Going for it on fourth.
It already came out. MLB's already came out. No. I think Kale got the game.
Let's go. Check smash. Check smash. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here's Mahomes.
Oh no, I'm going off of BP word. BP not funny, and you're a liar.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Hey, Pat, did I not say I think Kale got the game?
Brought down second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to
You said Kale got the game.
first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Powering his way forward. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Nah, Darius is a wild nigga for saying that he trying to be just like that that nigga that be dunking his face in the Saratoga water.
With a 1st and 10.
Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter.
That nigga talking about something. I've been following that nigga for years before he had 1 million followers. He's inspirational.
Mahomes. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Looking middle, and that's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah,
now that parlay I just put in the group chat hit, y'all niggas can't say nothing.
They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Go street.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run. This 2nd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And Kittle catching the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they'll change things up.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half.
You gotta say it in his language so you understand.
And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll look to throw again. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
to throw again. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hurt, hurt. 19 Lions. Go.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons.
Nah, that's a bar.
And say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Man.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry.
Bitch ain't got no hustle. Don't got no type of reproductivity when it comes to money in her body, bitch.
He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't
You don't want to do nothing, bitch. Go get some money.
You got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A handoff now for Pacheco. He'll get this to about the 38.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards.
Man.
Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means
niggas don't even want to do that.
4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 15 yards.
Real lot of money to be made out here.
He has a 1st down.
Niggas bullshit.
They'll run with Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a run with Pacheco. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And a very determined run there.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
All the way down to the 27.
If I ever lose my job at TSA, I'm going right here to Costco. Them niggas is making like $35 an hour.
It's Pacheco. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
When I seen that shit the other day, I said, hey, bro. I said, that'll be a good-ass part-time job or some shit. I'll be the motherfucker checking the membership shit at the door.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the...